My name is Alexander Kabanovsky. I graduated from Boston College in 1992, and I graduated from the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy in 94 with a master's degree. Um, for about 17 years, I was in investment banking at UBS and ING in Russia. And in 2014, we moved to Berlin, and I have been here ever since, focusing on consultancy and working with some very interesting startups. And this year, I became involved with two very what I think are interesting companies. One is in the drone industry, and the other I'm on the board of advisors of a company called ExoLaunch. And we do space launch mission planning and deployment of small sat, microsat, and CubeSat satellites. So that has been what I've been focusing on recently. I am a father of four,
Wow.
and we are getting on to the beginnings of a lockdown that we hope will end on the 10th of January here in Germany, and that might run a bit longer. So all of my plans and well, everything has been turned upside down as we try to adjust to the new reality. Best decision of 2020 has been, my best decision of 2020, I would say, has been seizing the opportunity that was presented by a small company that I stumbled on called ExoLaunch. And while company is now growing into a very sizable company, it's in a very exciting period for us. And I think that it was more, I fell into the space industry, so to speak. And that has been my main focus for this year. And I think that this is an extremely exciting and important sector that is now beginning to gain momentum and significantly more attention for a variety of reasons. And it's certainly fantastic to be a part of that. Well, based on my experience over the last year, I would say that space is becoming an industry that is going to be getting much more attention and much more focus. I think that there are reasons for this. First of all, thanks to Elon Musk, there has been a tremendous democratization of space. He has opened space to new ventures, to new customers. He has democratized it with the way that they are able to price their services. And I think that that has paved the road for some very exciting opportunities and very vital services that I think will be extremely important in the coming decade for the world as a whole. There was another prediction that I think I would like to mention, and that is that I think that I'm a little bit nervous about Europe in the coming year.
Yes.
I'm not sure how the European bloc will be able to recover from the lockdowns and the economic impact that those lockdowns are going to have on the economy. Probably more negative on the overall impact than with the US, because I think that the US economy is in general more vibrant. But over the last 6 years of living in Europe, I see that this is a much more structured and I would say conservative economic environment. And it's very difficult to understand how Europe is going to recover from the impact that we're going through and the lockdowns and the severe economic downfall or shortfalls that we're currently witnessing. It's going to be very difficult for a continent where people are not used to spending money and where the approach to consumer spending is much more conservative, how they're going to be making a rebound and making up lost ground. Well, I think that in today's day and age, if anything, being on lockdown and being forced to find new ways of reaching out to people and to industry leaders has become even more important than in the past. It is much more difficult to do this physically. And so I think that to have 361 as a platform that gathers exceptionally bright, exceptionally talented, and well-meaning individuals is important. I think we need more ecosystems like this, where voices can be heard, where people can connect. And I think that as we try to recover from the unforeseen impacts of 2020, something like 361 will be playing an important role in getting people with creative ideas to interact and to meet one another, to push things forward and to help us recover. I think it's one that's difficult to understate.